going to the number 3 bomb. I only know the combination for the number 1 bomb, or for the password, deactivation password. Okay, so what do we do?
Get the input device ready.
Alright, done. All hooked up and everything.
How many minutes do we have left?
Well, they'll go off when the doors open, so 21 minutes.
That means we have 7 minutes per bomb. That includes travel time, though.
Bomb number 2 is in the control room on floor B. And bomb number 1 is also on floor B with the garden. So, we just need to hurry, right?
Yeah.
So what are we supposed to do? Have I moved to the next box yet? I have. And it's also another question mark box. Ooh. This is extended a lot. I jumped to this one thinking it was going to be a short one. Has not turned out that way. I mean, so what are we supposed to do? I mean, you do have some sort of plan, right?
Well, it's not like I don't have one.
Then stop being so mysterious and tell me. What the hell am I supposed to do?
You need to make a jump. Yeah.
Jump?
To
Yeah.
another world. Another history.
I can't.
You didn't just guess that Dio set the bombs, did you?
Nope.
You knew it.
Yep.
Because you remembered it happening in another history, didn't you?
Yep. Yeah. I did. But that's, I
You
mean,
just have to do that again.
so you're saying I need to go to another history and get the password out of Dio somehow.
Doesn't have to be another one. It could be this one.
Just earlier.
Just go back to the past and question him. Then again, if you do that, you might end up changing things so you don't end up here. That would mean you couldn't deactivate the bombs in this history. So you have to come back to this exact moment, or...
Ah. Damn it. This is so confusing.
Well, don't think about it then. We don't have time anyway. Just jump.
Okay. I get it. See you later then. Are you insane? You're talking about transportation. Transporting myself across space and time. Also, why should I have to do everything? Can't you jump too?
My jumps happen suddenly, out of the blue. I can't control them.
Neither can I.
That's a problem.
Well, I kind of can.
Alright, consider this.
I can kind of control them. I can go here and say I want to go there and jump to this time.
Maybe we've already jumped from another history to this one. But our memories of that history got damaged or something. We forgot most of what happened in that other timeline. If we can remember even a little bit, though. Anyway, it's just a hypothesis.
Are you saying I might know it already? And I just have to try and remember it?
Yeah, I feel like we know. So, anything? We need the bomb password. Do you remember hearing it in another timeline?
Not for this bomb. I started down at the input device. Stared down. Password. The bomb password. Actually, I did remember it. I had heard it. Nope. Yeah, I don't think I've got it for number 3. I'll try the password for bomb 1. I doubt it will work. Nope. What about the other one that we got? I thought this password was for the computer in the office. Nope. It's not that one either. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't know it. I tried over and over, but it was no good. Each guess was wrong. No matter how I strained my memory, I couldn't remember even a letter of the bomb's password. Had I even seen or heard it anywhere in the first place? I'd seen other histories, but had I seen what I needed? If I hadn't, then it was all over. If I couldn't control my jumps, then what good were they?
Sigma, just let it go. Our time's up.
This is it. Yep.
Before it ends, I wanted to tell you thanks. You knew we were about to die, but you still stuck with me. A lot of people wouldn't have done that. You're a good person. There's one more thing. I'm glad I met you. The moment I saw you, you seemed familiar. Anyway, thanks. It looks like our time's almost up. Hopefully the others will make it. There isn't much hope for us, though. I think this is...
Don't you dare say goodbye.
What?
We'll meet again somewhere, somewhen. I guarantee it. We can jump through parallel worlds. We can change history. You see? This won't end here. I won't let it. This is just the beginning.
Sigma.
If we got the password, we wouldn't have seen any of this. It is just a normal novel box, so. Suddenly I felt Fi's face against my chest. I put my arms around her and held tight. And then, boom. The second time we've seen the bombs go off, everything went dark. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. It's saying game over, but it's not really. $44.5 hours in this game. So I need to complete other lines before I can go back here to get that password. I'll jump back to do that one. Yep. Once again, we'll skip all this up to the decision. This is the timeline that we got cut on our hand. The betray ending ended up with us being knocked out and the others either removing our left hand or cutting it off or something and leaving. We woke up and no one was around. We don't know what happened. It was just an end. Luna and I stepped out of the AB room. I could see the others filing out of their rooms as we did.
So you chose Ally after all?
Yep. To be honest, the AB game was the last thing on my mind. As chaotic as my thoughts were, they all centered on one thing: the mysterious white liquid.
Do you want to go see the results?
Sure. Luna nodded and walked off toward the projection. But I couldn't move. I glanced around to make sure no one was watching and opened my hand. The liquid didn't seem to have clotted or run out, since it was still oozing thickly out of the slit in my hand. What in the hell is this? It couldn't be blood, could it? No, that was impossible. No matter how many white blood cells clumped together, you'd never get anything that looked like that. And I'd never seen my blood do this before. In 22 years of life, I'd seen my body bleed many times. We finally have an age: 22. Scraped knees as a kid, accidental nicks with a knife as an adult, but every single time I'd bled red, like any other human being. So why was it that this time it was white? What the hell is happening to me?
Hey, Sigma, what are you doing? Get the hell over here. They're gonna show the results.
Why do you care if I'm over there, Dio? Yeah, right. On my way. I did my best to compose myself and headed over to join the others.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Everyone went ally. Nice. No one's over 9 points, or no one's got 9 or more. So, I'm thinking this one's got an escape room. Or an escape room could be down here, like with the last game. They had an escape room after the last decisions. After you left through the 9 door.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
I do have one more lot of secret files to go that I haven't seen. While we're here, I may as well go through these. I can't see any of these giving anything away. We did already hear or see the hologram which told us about the termites. Test site mystery. That one might have a spoiler. Slingshot. We did pick up a slingshot, but never used it in the last escape room. Sun, Moon, Star Key. 3 different types of card keys generally found in the safes in each room and used to open the AB gate. Without them, you can't open the AB gate to play the AB game, which means you can't gain BP. In other words, getting one of these cards is the first step in your escape. The Sun key is used during the first round, the Moon key for the second, and the Star key for the third. Slingshot. An elementary device that uses rubber to launch a small projectile frequently used by adolescent ne'er-do-wells. Can be used as a necklace, but this is not recommended. Who would use a slingshot as a necklace? Test site mystery. The site in question was for a simulated manned mission. Ah, yes, this one. To Mars, held in the Nevada desert. On New Year's Eve 2028, the audio logs from the simulation contain a woman's voice, assumed to be one of the test subjects, saying the following. We have heard this recording, so it's no spoiler. 6 of us are dead. Counting myself, there are only 3 left. I guess you could say I killed them. No. That's not quite right. Not just them. Not just these 6. All of them. All 6 billion. Most evidence seems to suggest that this was the beginning of the Radical 6 outbreak, and that the Nevada facility was the epicenter of the pandemic. Yep, that's what I was thinking. Termite. A general term used to refer to the insects in the epifamily of Termitoidae of the cockroach order Blattidae. That's right. Even though they're sometimes called white ants, termites aren't even in the same family as ants. I didn't know that. They're in the cockroach family instead. Oh, I really did not know that. Also, king crabs are in the hermit crab order, and the remora is in the Perciformes order. I don't even know what that last one is. But king crabs in hermit crab, they're both crabs, so that makes sense. Words 03 says, before he leaves. There are a few varieties. Have a nice trouble, have a nice tragedy, have a nice trust. Conjunction. A term used in positional astronomy. Put simply, it means that 2 celestial bodies appear near one another in the sky. When used in the context for our solar system, it often refers to a position where a given celestial body is aligned with the Sun. For example, when Mars is on the opposite side of the Sun from Earth, it is considered to be in conjunction with Earth. Mercury and Venus, which orbit closer to the Sun than the Earth does, have 2 types of conjunction. When they are hidden on the other side of the Sun, this is referred to as superior conjunction. When they are lined up on the near side of the Sun, this is called inferior conjunction. Tenmyuji's picture. We might get some answers here. This is the photograph that Tenmyuji was holding. The subject is a girl named Akane Kurashiki, also known as Kani, or June. Akane was one of the people who appeared in this game's sister title, 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. As a childhood friend of Junpei, that title's main character, in 999, she was 21 years old. This picture was taken 9 years before then, when she was 12. Look at the left side of the picture. If you look closely, it almost looks like there's a man grinning in the background. I can't see that. Do you see him? No. Don't worry if it seems a little strange. A spirit medium has told us that the person in this picture is a guardian spirit who's looking after her. He must have shown up here because he'd heard what sort of destiny she had in store. and decided to see how she was doing. Is that a face? Nose, eyes? That doesn't explain anything to why Tenmyuji is carrying this photo around with him of a 12-year-old girl. We've been told that Tenmyuji's never had a family, never had kids. So it's not like he can be her family or whatever. Well, Quark did jump to the conclusion that she was his first love, which is extremely disturbing. So yeah. But yeah, we have no idea why Tenmyuji feels so close to Akane. Maybe. But then that says that if Tenmyuji is Junpei, then he's had time to grow up since 999 game, which took place in 2027. Our character and Clover and Alice were all, well, and a couple of the others were all kidnapped around Christmas 2028. We do know that Tenmyuji voluntarily came to the game to participate in this Nonary Games. So there is time travel, but there was no time travel in the traditional sense of you moving your whole body. It was always, well, in the first game, the time travel was always communicating through time. As far as time travel was your mental consciousness moving to different times in your own timeline, or communicating to someone else in the past or something like that. So not actually being in the body of someone else in a different time. So yeah, we've still got answers to be done.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
This is incredible. Look, everyone voted ally.
They did.
You did just like you promised, Kay.
How could I choose betray after what Phi said to me?
Tenmyoji and Dio voted ally too.
Of course. If we hadn't, Alice would have died.
Yeah, well, that's about it, I guess.
That wouldn't have bothered Dio though. He has betrayed people that would have died if they didn't betray as well.
We should thank the both of you as well. I'm happy to see you also chose ally.
Oh, I didn't have anything to do with it. That was all Sigma.
Then thank you very much, Sigma. Sigma? Sigma, are you all right?
Come on, what's wrong? Just say something.
Huh? Oh yeah, Looks like we all are allied. That's great.
Sigma, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, you've been acting a little out of it ever since we came out of the AB rooms. What happened? You make it past at Luna and get shot down?
No. Nothing like that.
Hey man, it was a joke. You remember what that is? A joke? You're in pretty bad shape, huh?
Before Dio could continue, the heavy metal rumble of doors shutting echoed through the warehouse.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
We can open the gates as many times as we want to? Then, that means...
We can play the AB game as many times as we like, right?
Hey, Zero Jr. said something about this, didn't he?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically!
I don't know, that's a bit confusing. They're talking about playing the AB game as many times as you like. And then suddenly one of the other people comes in and says, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this? And it's talking about the colours shuffling up on the watches, which is completely different to what they were talking about.
The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah, right. Sorry to be a pain, but could you all show me your bracelets? I want to see what all your colors and assignments are.
Everyone nodded and held their arms out towards him. I stared at them, terrified to follow suit, but certain that refusing would only draw more suspicion. So I held my arm out, hand tightened into a white-knuckled fist to hide the cut. When their eyes landed on my hand, my heart skipped a beat.
Huh. So Dio and Kay are a yellow pair. Luna and I are both pairs, but our colors are different.
Right. You're a cyan, and I'm magenta.
That makes Sigma the only solo, huh? A red solo.
Of us.
So what are the 4 we left in the infirmary?
I was a red solo in the last one as well.
Luna and I are pairs, so 2 of them are our partners.
That means the other 2 are solos. Although, I guess we don't know what colors they are.
They're probably green and blue.
Why's that?
Didn't you see them? There are a bunch of white doors in the Floor B warehouse. They have to be the next set of chromatic doors.
Ah, yes. Fi and I saw them as well. On our way back from the garden with the unconscious Quark. There they were. Each one had a box just like the doors on floor A. Given that, I don't see how there can be any question. Those white doors are our next set of chromatic doors.
I think that our bracelet combinations will have to add up to white in order to open the secondary doors. The pairs are cyan, magenta, and yellow. You see?
Yeah. If we need to make white, then the other 3 colors would have to be red, green, and blue.
Right.
Good. Now that we've got that figured out, I'm heading back to the infirmary for a bit. I want to check up on Quark and Alice.
I shall accompany you then.
Might as well go with you, I guess. No real reason to hang out here.
What will you 2 do?
I need to talk to Sigma about something.
About what?
Something?
Bit secretive there. Her usual pleasant expression had been replaced with something much more sullen. She must have noticed that there was something wrong with me. That was what she wanted to talk about. I was sure of it. Okay, fine. I managed to make my voice sound almost relaxed.
Whoa, hold on. A private talk? What are you guys plotting?
We're not plotting anything. I promise, it's nothing.
Fine, whatever. See if I care.
Just naming it fire. Oh, she's pregnant and your father.